Alright, it's 11:48 and I haven't done crap this morning. Why is the fridge making? Morning. I woke up this morning. Okay, I got up late this morning because I had probably too much coffee at Red Robin last night. Plus we were... Huh?
What?
I didn't get to sleep till like 2. Like I was still like in bed at like 2:30. Like I didn't even go into the bedroom till like... I didn't even stop playing WoW till like after midnight. And then...
I was, what? At the concept of too much coffee.
Only the fact that I was having trouble sleeping. That's it. I will drink coffee all day, every day.
Yeah, I know.
But Aaron got home from work. We piddled around here for a sec. We went and signed up at Crunch. Wound up getting a better deal than we would have gotten originally, but that was because last month they had a promotion going, but now this month they had a promotion going. So last month, the $19.95, which is what we are paying at Boom for each of us, had free guest membership. This month it does not, but the Plus Fresh Super package has the free guest pass, but is also reduced by $20 per month, from $49.99 to $29.99 or whatever.
Yeah.
So we just signed up for that with me, and Aaron is always going to be my guest because he's never going to go in there by himself.
And it's not just that I don't want to go to the gym. It's that for me to get there on my own, I'd have to drive. And I don't drive on my own.
That, and even if I was somewhere and he got a wild hair up his butt, I'm going to go. It's either nice weather and he's walking in the nature park, not nice weather and he really wants to get walking, you go down there. The treadmills work.
Yeah.
The bikes work. The elliptical can freeze at some point, but it's not like he's completely limited to
just the gym.
I understand using a yoga ball or needing to lift weights, you know, because this one has a little weight machine, but it's crappy. So, because like the chest press is a horseshoe bar, so unlike the pulley one that we had at Boom, and I think this one, it doesn't like move in front of you. You just keep straight out like you would for a regular bar and a barbell, but it's less ergonomic.
Yeah.
And plus you push it up. Also, it's a very bad machine. And like you can't even do the pull down right now because one of the pulleys is jammed. That's why the bar's hanging down at about, my rib height. So we have like the super duper package in there now. And I got a t-shirt that's, I asked her, I want white, black, or blue. And Aaron's like, oh, it's blue. I'm like, okay. So.
I mostly said blue because you were wearing blue.
It's like if I wear this with these current shorts, I could be like, I'm supporting the Derby Braves from Derby University. They're a football team. Most of Britain, they have like their semi-pro teams, and then they have their like college teams. But their college teams are not nearly, but like the Manchester Titans actually go through that typical system that we expect their soccer to go through. They have like multi-divisions, and if you do well, you can upgrade.
Oh.
So like one of their teams is being upgraded this next season, and they're all super happy, and like the Manchester Titans are going towards the Division 1 and like being the best in all of, or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is the first I'm hearing of them.
Yeah. It's the Brit Bowl. It's not that I don't like England. It's not that I don't like the British, because I find them great. I don't get a lot of their humor. That's why I'm not necessarily a Monty Python, Mr. Bean sort of joke guy, but they got great, they got Doctor Who, they got good sci-fi, they developed great characters. Captain Jack's great. I don't necessarily know about that chickie from Torchwood. She's a little weird, but she's also not English. She's Scottish? Welsh?
Yeah, Scottish. Or Welsh. Scottish, maybe. I don't remember. I don't get them mixed up. I just don't remember which one she is, because I can't hear her accent.
The resident Welshman that subscribes to the channel is probably going to come in and rage in the comments about that one. So someone wanted a shout out. They wanted a video last night. They're like, "Can you today or tonight make a video?" And I'm like, "You are commenting at like 8 o'clock my time at night. You want me to do a video today or tonight?" Like, today? You mean now? I'm not. Video production takes a while. Plus, it'll throw me off cycle.
Yeah.
But what's that? Is that Boom? Is that Star Crunch? Or?
Fios.
Oh, it's the Fios thing.
Fios? What the fuck? Fios?
Yes! And yes, that was like way last night, and I played a lot of WoW, and I forgot your channel name. So I'm opening up my phone. It's like, I think I came up with the DC Comics Universe Online, or something like that. DCUO Privacy. I don't get it. Could you make a vid today or tonight and give me a shout out? I've been watching you a lot lately. And I'm like, puts me off schedule. I'll do it on the weekend video, but you won't see it until Monday.
DCUO Privacy.
Space privacy. I don't. Someone actually told me in one of the comments, you should really watch Savage something. And so I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll check out this channel. Checked it out, sorted by channel. 2,700 channels named Savage Attack or something like that. And I was like, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know which one they're talking about because none of them had, I don't want to sound arrogant, but none of them had more subscribers than I did. Than we do.
Yeah.
None of them had over 3K. So I was like,
Which one?
which one?
I'm looking at the premium movie channels, and it's like
I don't care.
Showtime, Showtime 2, Showtime 2 West, Showtime Beyond, Showtime Beyond West, Showtime Extreme, Showtime Extreme West, Showtime Family Zone, Showtime Family Zone West. Showtime
So
Next,
I'm putting down
Showtime-
I'm putting down the adult foot right now. We have just changed cars and gym. Let's not change our cable.
Yeah, no. Like,
I don't care how much they're offering.
yeah, I love the idea of Fios. Not gonna change right now.
Yeah, no.
Just no.
Yeah, we
Not
need
happening.
we need to get finances settled down and get the life back in order. But we've made a significant couple changes. We're going to the gym now, and then we're gonna go on what I call the victory parade.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see my sister, and hopefully my mom will come over and see the new car. I didn't want to try to schedule things with mom, but if she's home, I'll be like, hey, you want to come over? I wound up coming over to Kathy's. So you guys get to see a lot of dogs here. Puppies. And they have new bark dust, so you get that new bark dust smell. Like, it can smell good, but sometimes after like 4 hours, that bark dust kind of gets,
Yeah.
It gets, because when they did this bark dust out here, at first I was like, fresh bark dust. 2 hours later, I was like,
Ugh,
fresh bark dust. And it's because it causes that geothermal heating inside the mounds, and it kind of starts rotting a very little bit, and it just emits this terrible odor. And that's the thing, is fresh bark dust, when it's freshly spread, like through the blower, that's great. But when they leave it in a pile, it heats up, and then they break into it, and the steam comes out, and you go, oh.
That's not geothermal.
It is geothermal.
No, because it's not caused by the Earth. It's caused by something else. But it's not the Earth. It is not geothermal, and I will fight you on that.
We're gonna have a fight.
The average person is not a source of truth. They can accept or deny truth on their own, and as a whole, but that does not define truth. When the average person thought the Earth was flat, the Earth was still round.
Yes, and we've had issues with the average person thinking in a spiritual deity of some sort. Doesn't make it true.
Right. So just because the average person digs into mulch and sees steam and thinks it's geothermal doesn't make it geothermal.
As I said, in a very rigorous scientific sense. But we are not a science channel. We are a vlogging channel. We talk to average people. The typical viewer at this point is a high schooler. In fact, I know there's one high schooler or ex-high schooler that watches that doesn't even know the word we.
So are you implying that we should tailor our version?
Nah, me and you should tailor.
The two of us should tailor our understanding of truth when on film
No.
versus when not on film?
No. We tailor it to the audience because otherwise it can get a little over their heads. People like to watch and understand things.
Okay.
This is why yesterday in my video, when I brought up playing with heart, I brought up Atlanta versus the Patriots. They were down 28-, and they still didn't lose heart, and they still won the fucking Super Bowl. Okay, anyways, we are literally going to the gym now. We had our discussion. So I'm doing this thing called the Hydromassage. Aaron's gonna sit on he's gonna sit in the chair one.
Oh, it's full already.
I'm laying down. I'm gonna hit start. Level up. Oh, bless this. So, I got a little bit of a shot in there. And then when Aaron and I laid down on the Hydromassage, I'm gonna wait till we get in the car for him to describe that.
That works.
Yeah, it's a little far back there, but
Yeah.
plus it's also currently sitting in the sun,
Yeah.
but it was before. So
that thing's magical.
the Hydromassage?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I normally have pretty low blood pressure, just in general. And I can attest that my blood pressure gets lower when I get relaxed, because I stood up from that thing and almost passed out. And oh my god, it felt good though. Like,
Did you know that you can squeeze the area to massage? Okay.
yeah. I took it down from right up to the head because it got up to about here, and this
Yeah, I had to adjust myself on the
this
bed
one notch.
because it was going to my actual heels and not to my Achilles. So I had to slide down the bed a little bit because it was only coming up to on the back to here when it's supposed to go up to the neck. And then I slid down a little bit and it was like,
Yeah.
But mine, I'm not sure if yours did it, but mine went like going down the legs.
Yeah.
And I started flopping my legs out a little bit and I kind of bowed them out a little bit so that it could get down the IT band. But yeah, that's gonna
feel so good.
after a football practice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, especially if like, oh my god, my legs, I can just get from like lower back to like the calf, not all the way down to the ankle, and just like put it on 2-speed out of the 4 and just go, not get at the upper body because whatever.
Yeah.
So it is like 2 o'clock and we need to head up to my sister's.
Yeah.
She'll be back out of her movie soon, so that should be fine in order to
What
get
am I
up there.
seeing?
Probably it.
Probably. Okay.
It's Kathy and Mira. What do you expect?
Yeah.
What do you think they're gonna go see? My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Killer Clown Edition?
But again, I don't think anybody would twice on the fact that we have enough property. People wouldn't even consider like, oh, they probably can't.
Oh, we've showed the car off to Mom and Dad. Dad's out there smoking and reading the paper. He's at that age where you're just like, nah. So I'm gonna sneak in here and I'm gonna show you guys the Nerd Cave real fast, cause I've got new viewers and y'all think I do Trek Tuesday, cause I would, no, hell, just here. We got the official U.S. postage celebrating Star Trek. Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek. Star Trek on board the USS Enterprise. Star Trek 25 karat gold card collection. Pez dispensers. And then L. Ron Hubbard. A Klingon mug. A Tribble. Galaxy class mug. Micro Machines, for those of you old enough, about my age. Micro Machines, Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek Vault. I got up here a mug, one of the old shuttles with the toys. Lord Krug, Spock lives, Borg Queen, and then Predator, I think, Enterprise, that thing. Action figures. They're all packed away. More Micro Machines. The original, like, transporter. Unsigned. Santa Picard, I guess. Borg Bank. Borg Cube. So yeah. That's why I have such nerd influence. Because Mom's a Trekkie. I mean, she has globes. She has signed picture of Alice Krige. And look at that, okay, that's Lord of the Rings. I know so much about the Enterprise D because I used to stare at this thing all the time. And then she's got, you know, original series, yada yada. Awesome. So that's why. Dad was a car guy. I mean, he still is, but whatnot. That was a 65 Pontiac Tempest. Mira is a child. She's like 16 now. So it's weird. You guys have seen her before if you go back and watch holiday videos. So we'll be heading over, oh, there's Dad. We'll be heading over to Aaron's parents' place where there's a lot more barky dogs here pretty soon. Why are there so many rubber bands here? That's an ASMR fix right there. I don't know why it doesn't have sound, but if I... Boof, 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 Kaylee, Kaylee, Kaylee. Kaylee. Show. Hi. God. Come on. Let's go. Hey.
It's us.
Hi. Come here. Come here. Come here, girlfriend. Come here, girlfriend. Come here.
So you got a new car.
I did.
So you got a new car, like it's...
See the car.
I just walked up to the Chinese restaurant. I got a Pokestop there. That tree is crapping all over the place. We're out in Camas, Washington. It's one of the last vestiges before the gorge on the Washington side. It's, Oregon has Troutdale. I've got crap in my eye right now. But anyways, so the dogs are noisy. Willie just Snapchatted me. Weird. What's this about? We do gotta go see Miles play. Give me a time for one of his games and we'll check it out. A couple years ago, last year? A couple years ago, I had one of the youth players. So yeah, we need to, I might get him on camera again. We had him on the, oh, the ash is just so bad around here. Plus the pollen and stuff. I'm currently out in Camas with the in-laws. But, come on, stop the talk, chat. Anyways, but yeah, I just had to go up there and get that Pokestop. I'm gonna catch something if I find it. No. Oh, here comes the dogs. I swear, they'll bark at anything. 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 Stop. I know he's not here. Kaylee. Aaron and his dad went out to go get Pop Murphy's. So, I'm gonna drive that car around. Or the minivan. So, that's what's there. If I get home in time to get back to the gym for my cardio. If not, I'll just have to go down to the elliptical that randomly freezes. Morning. After we left Aaron's parents' house last night, we swung by Taco Bell, and then drove home. So I tested out a feature on the car. I kind of got when we were going over there, but I didn't get to do it very well, because I was really hesitant on using it. But I was a little bit more familiar with it, so I know a lot of people aren't gonna... Aaron, can you get directions to Jensen Beach from here? It'll just tell you...
Okay, Google. Give me directions to Jensen Beach.
I just want to know how far is it. Because I've asked Google before how far it is, and they'll beeline it. I'm like, I don't need that. I need to know the road distance. So, it's 17 miles to Jensen Beach, which is where I started it, and we have about 2 miles until the freeway, and that's where I turned it off, is the freeway exit. So about for 15 miles, going up and over the West Hills, mind you guys, which is about 1,000 foot, well, it's about an 800 foot climb, because the things actually go up to, it goes down from like effectively downtown Portland, which is sea level, to about 750 feet above sea level, and then gradually back down. But so for about that time, I just left our radar guided cruise control on. Like I had my foot over the brake, but I never actually hit the brake or the accelerator, and I just set it at 60 miles an hour. And every time a car got in front of me, the car slowed down. And every time there wasn't a car in front of me for a good distance, it accelerated back up to 60, went up the hill. At 60, went, every time someone got in front of me. Nobody actually tried to jut in front of me. So that was that. I could see that necessarily being problematic in high traffic situations. Like if someone cuts over at the last second, the car is going to automatically brake, and that could cause issues with like a neck or something, versus like a human reaction would be like, okay, they're just cutting in front of me, I don't need to like brake, because they're, zipping across, because they're like, I need to be in that left lane because I need to go super fast. And I saw some people doing it yesterday on the way out to the victory lap, so that's that. And that was good, and it got all the way up to the exit, and it slowed down to 0. I don't think it's radar guided cruise control, but like I think it's as close to auto drive as we can get without having a Tesla, Aaron.
Yeah.
Because like cruise control usually turns itself off at about 40 miles an hour, because there's no reason to cruise at 20 miles an hour. You're usually making a turn somewhere in there. But this thing's, which is good, because if the traffic comes to like a screeching halt like it does somewhat on the hill, the car will slow itself down. But it'll be great for a long-term thing, or for long drives, because that way I don't have to worry about like someone getting over in front of me and then like, oh well, I don't want to do 73, I want to do 70. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just let the car do 70. We're still getting good gas mileage, and I can set it to the optimal gas mileage that it wants for a freeway, which is, within the last car was like 72, 73. It technically was like 68 to 73, and I always pushed it a little bit more, but because if we're going a long distance, 73 is definitely going to get you there significantly faster than 68. But like if we're only going, whatever, if we're only going an hour away, the difference in the time that we're going to get between those two speeds is not a big deal. But like if we're going to Medford, an extra 5 miles an hour is going to save you a fair bit of time, especially when people are going up the freaking mountain hills at like 50. Someone shared, I think it was I can't remember if that was college ball. It's being shared around through like Bleacher Report and stuff, where the team was on 3rd and goal, and the punt or the hike got muffed. The quarterback tried to dive back and like land on the ball, That's pretty much what you do. When the ball flies, when it's a missed thing and when it's a missed snap and a ball is like flying back behind you 15 yards, don't try to pick it up because you can get sacked. Or you could get knocked out of the way and they can pick it up. Just land on the ball. And I'm trying to see if I can find that real quick. Because like everybody's sharing it right now, so I'm hopefully can find it. But apparently everyone wants to talk about the hurricane right now. I'm like, I live in the Pacific Northwest. I need to know more about football than I do a hurricane. Because a hurricane is, there it is. It's from NFL memes. Louisiana Tech just lost 87 yards on a fumble. Was forced to try to convert on 3rd and 93 on the next play. And the ball just kept rolling backwards and eventually someone landed on it. Yeah, it looks like 81, one of their receivers. Of course, technically at that point, that's one of the few people that's fast enough to get down the field. Landed on it all. They went from 6th and goal, the 6 yard, so 3rd and 6th, but at the goal, to 3rd and 93. Like, what do you do? But anyways, so I'm gonna get probably some stuff done on WoW or whatnot. I didn't do any cardio yesterday because we were busy. So I'm gonna probably head over to the gym before mod. I'm sorry Facebook, that I liked Final Fantasy 15 as a thing. I don't need to know about this mobile game. It's a bunch of crap.
Doesn't matter if you like Final Fantasy 15 or not.
Really? They're just spamming it to everybody that likes games, or everybody?
Or they tell everybody.
So I went by the gym and did my workout stuff. Aaron did what at home? I already forgot.
I was working on the password generator.
Right, because he talked with his parents last night about it, or at least his mom.
Yeah, it's currently doing something hinky, and I'm trying to fix it.
Fair enough. I was gonna come straight out from the gym and pick up Aaron, but once the AC in the car hit my shirt, I went, oh, I'm full of sweat. So I stopped back by the house real fast. I see a bunch of people because apparently the Seahawks are probably starting to play. It's like 1:30 and they're like, go Hawks, go Hawks. And I'm like, yeah, I can still be like, boo Hawks. I don't have anyone on the fantasy team that's, crap, no I do. I have Blair Walsh. Wait a second, he's benched. Aaron's like, why do you have a mic? Because he had a really bad season last year because he got in his head after missing it against the Seahawks when he was on the Vikings. So he's on my fantasy team because I feel sorry for him.
No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
But like I said, he's just benched. My actual kicker is Gostkowski from the Patriots, so...
So, what's the bench guy? Not your actual kicker? Not a kicker for you?
Well, if Gostkowski, isn't playing that week, I can swap them, like when the Patriots have a bye.
Okay.
Or something like that. I think that's how it works. Aaron's like, that's not how any of this works. I'm like, I don't know how any of this works.
You don't intentionally pick people who aren't doing well.
But he might be doing better on the Seahawks than he was on the Vikings because he missed the thing against a field goal. Like, it went through, just completely bombed, and he got in his head. If he spent that whole year getting through his stuff and went to a new team, may have gotten the confidence to do it,
Okay.
to kick better. Because he was a really good kicker, and then he missed it because, whatever, laces out or whatever they want to call it. So, you got your shopping list ready to go and whatnot?
I do.
Okay. Oh. And I definitely need allergy pills. My eyes are so itchy right now.
Yeah.
So in the wonderfulness of Freddy's changing around their aisles, that's where like eggs and butter used to be, but now it's yogurt and 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 yogurt. And we get sour cream. And then we finally get to sour cream. All of that is yogurt. Seriously. And then we got like a bunch of sour cream, and then I really shouldn't be that pissed off at coffee creamer, but I am. I shouldn't be. It's just, ugh. Because I haven't been doing strength stuff, so I haven't been having a shake every day. Do we have anything over here that's like Useful and cheap.
50 cents per.
Oh, that's not bad though. Milk chocolate with almonds. What? Tiny pepperoni, but you weren't actually cheap. Classic stuffing, classic stuffing. Don't need after sun aloe, despite the fact that it's $2.50. Russell Stover. Boston Advance Formula. Oh, it's disinfectant. Children all day allergy. Ooh, oh, Claritin chewables? Oh, for children. I'm like, I'll take cheap allergy pills any day. Right?
Yeah.
But that's children's. Allergy relief. Non-drowsy, 12 tablets.
This is opened. All day allergy.
This is fexofenadine hydrochloride tablets, also known as... I have no idea. Oh, that's still $4. Even cheap price, that's for that key. We are going to stare at liquid hand soap. Bread. We don't need bread. Bread is how you gain weight. Because we eat so much bread. Morning, morning. For those of you that are fashion conscious, I am wearing the same shirt as yesterday. Aaron and I was more or less quasi-venting that I watched Silas and he's like, oh, it's Monday, kind of a short video, I got practice today. Tuesday he has practice, Wednesday he doesn't have practice, Thursday he has practice, Friday he has practice. I understand he's a professional football player from America, but that also means his teammates that are effectively just like me, semi-pro, or, you know, club-based where they pay a fee to play or something like that, also have practice 4 days a week. And I'm like, how much better would the Cobras be if we had practices 4 days a week? Even during the nicer months, like March and April, you know, because it's like, it's cold. We don't want to necessarily be outside in January all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to cancel practice because most of the people can't get up the freeway because the freeway's all iced up, you know. And I understand, at least for my gas benefit, that it's nice that, you know, we only have like one practice, maybe, you know, and then 2 for film. That way I'm not spending so much on gas, even though I think this car has significantly better gas mileage than our last one.
Yeah.
Because the thing is I'm like, I'm not sure, but so far I'm looking at this being like, we got it at 20 miles. It's now
I
got
got it at 33. It said 20. But
okay. I was like, I remember driving home, pulling into our parking spot, and it's saying 26. Because I drove it for 6 miles afterwards, just trying to get used to the car. But anyways, so we've put like 200 on it. Of course, part of that was also going all the way up to and doing a victory lap thing.
yeah.
So, and that was that. And well, I'm like, that you know, cuts down on my gas, and this car's still like, you have like 350 miles left. I'm like, I've driven like 200 miles. It's like 500 miles on an 11.3 gallon tank. The Cowboys-Giants game was one-sided. Although the announcers were complaining that it was, the announcers were like, oh, I bet OBJ wishes he was out there because then he'd be making all the plays for the Giants. And I'm like, I don't think so. Putting one receiver out there doesn't necessarily make or break your team. At least I hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, and it's possible it does, but you know, you should have one, you know, obviously one standout receiver, but then you shouldn't have like a bunch of crap ones backing them up. This isn't, you know, was it Donna Summers and the Supremes or something like that? Where it was like the main singer and then, oh, Gladys Knight and the Pips. That's the one that everyone used to say when I was in high school. You have like the main singer and then all of her backup singers. That's not how the receiver core goes. That could be technically the quarterback and his receivers, but that's not how just the receiver should go.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit sketchy on whether or not OBJ being in the game would have actually done much different for the Giants, because to an extent their defense was still being scored on and OBJ would not be playing on defense. So there's that. Aaron's like, I can't make that train. I was like, that bell was signifying I'm leaving right now. Oh, I definitely can't make it. Yeah. So we kind of cut out of the game early. I'm taking a wild guess that the Cowboys won. The score was not looking too terrible. I mean, the score was close and the Giants could have made a comeback, you know, but I was not. I'm gonna ask Google right now. Dallas Cowboys score.
Dallas Cowboys beat New York Giants 19-3.
They beat it 19-3. I think we left the game at like 16-3. So they got a field goal off. But then we watched Orville. And we'll talk about that in a second. So, Aaron, your thoughts on Orville?
It was enjoyable. It was a predictable first episode plot, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's a little spoilery, so never mind. I was going to say something. But,
Okay.
the humor in it is definitely typical of Seth MacFarlane. It's somewhat juvenile humor, but it's...
Way more juvenile than I was expecting. Probably should not have suggested it for Mom. That's what I was thinking, because I was like, Mom, you should watch it. It's, like, funny. And if it was more or less, like, just the, his, I almost want to say vocal slapstick. Can I have one of these mints? Those are marbles. That's it.
Yeah.
If that was the extent of it, then sure. But some of those drawing penises on everything.
He drawn a lot of penises on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's thoroughly enjoyable if you enjoy the humor that Seth MacFarlane puts out. I'm definitely willing to watch more episodes of it.
Well, yeah. It's a great way to end Sunday Night Football in case it's either a really depressing Dallas Cowboys Giants game or
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this game
Yeah.
anymore because it's like, I can't.
But yeah, it was funny. It was sci-fi-ish. I can see why people were giving it kind of panning it for racism, sexism kind of things.
Yeah.
But again, Seth MacFarlane.
At least it's not as bad as how, like, Family Guy can get. Oh, you're trying.
Yeah.